Today, this is part 3 of Detox for your skin, right? So we did part 1, which is gallbladder, liver. We already did part 2, which was lymphatic. So if you haven't listened to those, go back and listen to those because today is part 3. So we're building upon each one of these. And this is Detox for your skin, adrenals, and kidneys. When we're really looking at those kidneys, it is a key part of the body's natural filtration system, right?
Absolutely.
Because kidneys work to filter waste and extra fluid out of the body, right? Which then becomes urine. It's part of excreting those fluids. So it's also playing a role, and it's helping to balance your electrolytes. It's helping to balance your blood pressure.
Yep.
It also helps to produce hormones that's going to be regulating a lot of your different bodily functions. And then when we look at that skin health component, because it's part of the body's detoxification system, it's that bigger system of organs, it's going to be really helpful for preventing the toxic buildup in your body, right? Like the toxicity that's going to increase inflammation, that's going to inflame your skin, and even other skin issues as well.
Exactly. Even the aldosterone, which is a hormone from the kidneys, that goes in and it says, hey, kidneys, morning, look, here comes sodium. And what it does, it releases potassium into the urine. We don't want an imbalance of sodium and potassium. If our minerals and our kidney loving minerals are imbalanced, do you think your kidneys are happy? Think your skin's happy? Think your stress response is happy? Think your adrenals are happy?
And those adrenals, right, sitting right on top of your kidneys,
hanging out.
They're hanging out. They're going to be working hand in hand. And your adrenals produce a number of different hormones in the body, right? They're going to be producing cortisol, which is your stress hormone. It's going to be helping to produce adrenaline, and it's also going to be helping to produce aldosterone. So these are 3 key hormones that are being produced in the adrenals. And when we're looking at those individual ones, is the cortisol, right? Like that is known as your stress hormone. And if we are in this constant state of stress and we are dealing with ebbs and flows, we got high cortisol, we got low cortisol, like we got some cortisol imbalances, this is going to be impacting your immune system, which is involved in your skin health, right? Because your immune system helps to fight off the P. acne bacteria. And it's also going to be impacting your blood sugar. It's going to be increasing sebum production in the skin, which is going to be leading to more breakouts. And the aldosterone, right? This is a hormone that's helping to regulate that sodium and potassium that we were just talking about, Chris, right? It's going to be
important.
Impacting the fluid balance. We already mentioned the blood pressure. So we would need to be ensuring that we're having these right nutrients that are being delivered to our skin cells.
When our stress goes off and we're pumping out these hormones, doesn't mean that we have hormone-related acne. It means that we are causing issues through things we don't know to the body, and that can perpetuate those hormones being imbalanced. So this is why we love sex hormones and we love all the hormones, but this is why everything we do in the Clear Skin Solution is we go to try and balance that inflammatory response, pressures off the organ systems first, open up the pathways. Because once we do that, I've seen people in 6 weeks go, I have glowing skin, I'm good. What am I doing for the rest of my time?
Oh, don't you worry, we'll fill it.
Don't you worry, we've got stuff here.
We got lots of stuff to do.
And then their hormones regulate, their menses stay returns, these types of things. Because once we take out even that stress response and balance out our sodium, potassium, or sodium, magnesium, realign the anti-inflammatory foods, the body goes, I know what to do again.
Let's go into some foods and lifestyle habits, because lifestyle habits are really big for adrenals and kidneys.
Love it.
So when it comes to foods to avoid, big ones for adrenals, you guys, is caffeine and alcohol. I know I'm just the messenger. Don't be upset with me.
Sugar, sweets, carbohydrates.
Stop it.
We might as well just rip off the Band-Aid.
Let's ease them into it, okay? So yes, caffeine, that's going to be one. If you are dealing with some adrenal issues, we recommend holistic nutrition in general, just because it's going to be impacting your stress response. So maybe let's try switching to a decaf. And then from the caffeine and alcohol, now that we've really hammered that home and we have people sending us hate mail, refined sugar, refined carbohydrates, right? And when we say refined carbohydrates, these are things like the bagels at the coffee shop, the baked goods in the lunchroom, the bag of chips, the box of cookies, these refined carbohydrates that are going to be spiking your blood sugar, but they're also going to be stressing your adrenals as well. And of course, with your kidneys, the refined table salt, the white refined table salts. That doesn't mean you can't have
Yes.
salt. We just want to have healthier salt. We want to be reaching for the sea salt, the pink salt, the Himalayan salt. These are going to be really
Yeah,
lovely salts.
Celtic even.
Yeah, those ones are great because they have natural minerals, as Chris loves. They have natural minerals and they haven't been devoid of all of their nutrients as well. And then, of course, overall processed foods, right? Like your junk foods, those are going to be really impactful, and vegetable oils. We have a blog on kidneys and a blog on adrenals, so that way you can go
Yep.
and reference it, of course. Like you hear us talk about this all the time. Have that base of your anti-inflammatory nutrition. These are going to be things that we want to be having is, omega-3 fats, dark leafy greens, right? So your spinach, your kale, your Swiss chard, dandelion greens, collard greens, the dark pigmented fruit, like really look at the pigmentation of your fruit because these are going to have really powerful anthocyanins, which are great antioxidants. Cruciferous vegetables, right? Kale, cauliflower,
Love.
Brussels sprouts.
Entire body love. Love.
Love. Your body loves. And if you don't digest it well, try making sure you cook it well beforehand. And, protein. Your adrenals need protein. So just to summarize for everybody, make sure to go back to listen to part 1 and part 2 of Detox for Your Skin, which was gallbladder, liver, and lymphatics, because they go right hand in hand with the adrenals and kidneys we just talked about. And we want to remember, eat that anti-inflammatory diet, lots of antioxidant rich foods. We want your protein, we want your unrefined salts, we want that hydration in there, we want those lovely herbs. And if you need a refresher on any of that, you can either listen to the episode again, or in the show notes, we're going to link 2 of our blogs right in there for you. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. We will see you next week for another episode of the Clear Skin Chronicles.